Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Princess Principal. I'm still a little bit sick, I think. Maybe you can hear it in my voice, maybe not, hopefully not. My nose is a little clogged up, and I'm feeling a little weak, so to speak, but hopefully this will not be an issue. Um, in the past episode, let's not talk about me, let's talk about Princess Principal. In the past episode, we finally met Chise, the shinobi girl that came here with the Japanese diplomats to renew some sort of treaty with the Kingdom of Albion. And after the spies of the Commonwealth helped save them, those diplomats are now reconsidering their alliance, whether they should ally themselves with the kingdom or with the Commonwealth. That's just regular Earl Grey, if you were wondering. I always have trouble pronouncing it. um, did anything else worth of note happen in the previous episode? Well, we got the background for Chise, we got the background for the previous episode, episode 4, where the Japanese diplomat alluded to, well, not alluded, just stated outright that Japan isn't sure quite yet whether to side with the alliance or with the Commonwealth. So now we know one of the reasons why Chise was inserted into our friendly spy cell. We now have more background more background when it comes to her relationship with Ange. And thus we know that in episode 4, Ange wasn't distrustful of Chise because she doesn't really have a reason to. They fought together, and I believe Ange knows that she can trust Chise, and Chise knows that she can trust Ange. We know for sure that Ange didn't leave Chise out of the mission because she didn't trust her, but rather because she wanted the princess to be in the hands of a capable fighter, of a capable bodyguard. At least that's how I received it. That's how I see what happened. Perhaps the true intention was something else entirely. I don't know. I can only speak of what I think happened, right? Anything else? Right, we also know that Control doesn't trust Princess. Not entirely. As they said, there are only white and gray people in this world. There's only black and gray. There's no white. So even though Dorothy assured them that Princess can be trusted, they still don't trust her, and they still want Dorothy to keep a watchful eye on her in case she turns out to be a double agent. We know that it's not going to be the case because the princess and Ange share a common goal, and Ange and Princess shares a somewhat of a common goal with the Commonwealth as well, to bring down the wall, to finally have one of the sides win, or both of them win would be the best, and just tear down the wall and reunite two sides of the country. I think that's the dream of the princess, that's her goal. We know that we can trust her, but Control doesn't. Control doesn't have all the information that we do, so it is no wonder. Dorothy trusts the princess, though, so I don't think she will really keep an eye on the princess. Rather, every time she's asked about whether or not princess is trustworthy, she'll just say, yeah, she is. She confirmed that she's trustworthy, and won't really bother reporting otherwise, because there won't be any reason to report otherwise. Anything else that happened that's worth mentioning? I don't think so. I think that sums up episode 5 really, really well. And we can just start watching episode 6. How about that? It is yet again version by Akihito Subs. Nobody told me there is a better version. Nobody complained about this version being bad. So I will keep using it. And we will start Princess Principal episode 6 by Akihito Subs in 3, 2, 1, now. Starting with a machinery and some nice calm music. Is it a washing machine? Yes, it is. Is this Ange? I think it might be Ange in disguise. No, it's... Is this Dorothy? No. Our spies will join right now. All of them. Why not? Yeah, that's... Wow. You have great sense for names. Tell us your name? I guess not. Alice. Okay. I'm down. I'm down for delinquent Alice, was it? Alice. We'll see how it goes. The moment I'm always waiting for. This is the highlight of my week, literally. The opening of Princess Principal. I will never be deceived. I'm a girl that sees through lies. 'Cause I know it all. Fly so high. Get across the wall. What awaits? That's all I know of the lyrics. I love everything about this opening. From music to visuals to choreography, colors, everything. Huh. Mission 16? Did I say it right? Isn't Princess Principal 12 episodes? Or will there be episodes with multiple missions per? More like Geneva suggestion. Right, no good way to dispose of it. Hmm. Someone who has access to the warehouse. Okay, that's a plan. How will you be able to tell which uniform is whose, though? Okay. She does keep up her persona. Yeah, and she can easily manage to be by herself if she scares off everybody else. Being close to the common folk. Master laundress. Mastering the art of iron. And she just does nothing. I guess she watches the laundry. And it blows up. Yeah, you won't go through many uniforms at this pace. It'll take you quite a lot of time. Out of 1,200 soldiers. Yeah, about that. Suddenly, a mysterious donation from the princess to fix the laundromat? I'm assuming. Everything's falling apart in this place. Things broke, so let's just take off for today. Break time is break time. Isn't that steam duct? Why would it catch fire? Nerve gas cars? Maybe? Something of that sort? And she has those scars as well. Okay, Foreman embezzles money that should go towards the laundromat to pay off his debts. That's why the place is in such a sorry state. Yeah, yeah, very much so. Of course, Chise wants to help. She has a heart of gold. And so does the princess. What would that be? Okay. his voice actor stands out, and I'm not sure if in a good way. I'm not sure he stands out in a good way. She's playing into her persona. What did you expect? When Ange is lying, she gives it her all. Yeah. Princess proves yet again that she's the key to the operation being successful. Okay, that is surprising. If you fix the machines and fix the people who run the whole thing, yeah, it can turn profit. Why not? Angie will follow you to hell and back. No point in asking her. If Princess says it's possible, Angie will make sure it's possible. Yeah. Yep. Someone played Factorio. With the G-Ball. Yep. What about all the pipes and such? You would need to rearrange them as well, I'd imagine. Mixing with molten gold? I don't think so. Yep. I mean, she has experience with machines, so no pipes on the ground. The bottle is still slippery. They didn't fix that. What would that be? I hope she doesn't sleep on clean laundry. Did they manage to find the nerve gas though, or did they forget all about it? Yeah. Start servicing the common folk. Well, maybe not the common folk, because I don't suppose they would have enough money, but sure, servicing a mine? Why not? Making sure all other laundromats are out of work. Destroying the competition. That's a lot of smoke. And everybody else. You can count on Dorothy when it comes to that. What about the nerve gas, though? Yeah. Okay, D for Dorothy, I'm assuming. Okay, I guess he was washing his uniform himself all this time. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. That's why they didn't find anything the whole time. That's really smart of him, though. Headband? It catches your sweat. Yep. Still haven't found anything. Okay, whose uniform is... Okay, they're signed. That makes sense and makes our job easier. And he's here. Gonna have some problems. Andre to the rescue? Or will Princess manage it herself? Chise to the rescue. I guess Andre just can't let the princess get in harm's way. Fighting with the iron. Just don't open the bottle. Okay, what will be the consequences of that? I wouldn't think it's a big deal. Okay, they just disappeared. Yeah, she has her princess duties to attend to. Yeah, you should be the foreman. Yep. I mean, she already was sort of a leader here, so makes sense. That won't do. Nothing beats peer pressure. I was thinking she's gonna reveal herself as the princess, but I guess not. Another bond is created. And another mission starts. Spider-Manning around the city. And that's it. That's the episode. This time I did feel a little bit of passage of time. It didn't end as instantly as it usually does. Sweet and bright. Okay. Ugh. That was the episode. Time for discussion. I'll be honest with you. I don't really know what is there to discuss about this episode. I'm not saying it felt like a filler, but kind of sort of did. I didn't dislike it, mind you. I liked it very much, but it did feel like a little bit of a filler. Okay, let's just step through it, and maybe something will come to me. Yeah, initially I thought that the glasses girl is Ange because of her similar hairstyle and I guess similar face, but apparently not. And I thought that Marilla is Dorothy. But no, we have them introduced here. Yeah, some new workers. Can I go forward? Why can I not? Okay, I can. Yep, Becky, not Beatrice, Becky, Beatrice. Not Dorothy, Dorothea. That's, I mean, super imaginative. I'm in awe of her imagination. Dorothea, Chise, again, very close. Priscilla, Princess Priscilla, I guess because I think her name is also something that starts with C. Let me look it up real quick. I can never remember her name. Princess Principal. What's your name, Princess? Charlotte. Yeah, Princess Charlotte. Okay, that's interesting that Marilla is listed on the very first page of characters and voice actors. I don't even need to click more characters to see her. She's just on the first page. Interesting. Then again, the sister from the first episode is also here, and so is Julie. I think Julie is also from this episode. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't think it has any significance that Marilla is on the first page. Yeah, Priscilla, and not Ange, Alice, with her persona. Yeah, that's an elaborate backstory. Her persona is being being a delinquent who decided to turn over a new leaf when her mother fell ill. It is one hell of a backstory. I'll give her that. That if it makes it easier for her to get into character, that's all the better. Although Ange of all people has no issues with lying. She's really good at it. Yeah, the mass murderer, well, not mass murderer, the assassin that uses nerve gas. His name is Gas Jack or something like that. Yeah, tell me his name. Case 16, Poison Gas Jack. Yeah, Case 16 is Principal 12 episodes. It is. I wonder. Either it's not like it's one case per episode, meaning that cases, I don't know, 5, 15, 7, and 3 or whatever were not important enough to show in the anime, and they just happened in the background, and we're getting them not only out of order, but only the more important cases are presented to us. And that's why the weird numbering. Or some episodes in the future will include 2 cases in them. But then again, case 16 would be fairly late, and this didn't feel like a season ender. So I don't know. I guess we'll live and see. Elusive Phantom Killer, who's been making a name for himself, and he uses nerve gas. Yeah? He's been assassinating people in support of the Commonwealth. Haven't identified any backers. He's working alone. Extermination is easy, but finding him not so much. We'll have to find him first. Exactly. Yeah, he probably does live in the barracks. And nerve gas will catch onto his clothes. That's interesting. I wouldn't think that it would happen because if the nerve gas got out, wouldn't he get poisoned, at least to some degree? Wouldn't he take extra care to not let the gas leak? And therefore the residue wouldn't be anywhere on him? I mean, it is Victorian England, so I guess the tanks and the devices they're using aren't quite airtight, so some of the gas will always leak, but not in any amount significant enough to cause him harm. That's probably the case. And yeah, Ange's cover works really well. She says go away, and they go away, and she can work alone and use the little perfume bottle to check the uniforms. And Princess came here, of course, because she wants to see how the common folks lives. Of course, Chise wants to master the art of ironing. I've heard that you have the greatest skill with the iron. I wish to master not only the iron, but also the... I wish to master not only the blade, but also the iron. I request your guidance, O Iron Master, Mistress. She just casually eats, dropping crumbs into machine, because why the fuck not? Nobody heard of OSHA back then, so it makes sense. And yeah, they take break after just an hour. Because shit's fucked. Might as well just go grab a coffee. And yeah, everything breaks, and I say we go on a break. We go on a break. Steam duct apparently catches on fire as well. Or is it a steam duct? Maybe it's electricity. Maybe it's an electric cord. I don't know. I think she turns off a valve or something, doesn't she? Yeah, and it's flopping and giving the sound of some gas or fluid going through, so I think it is a steam valve. Yeah, she closes it. It is steam, so apparently the steam duct caught on fire for some reason. The steam being too hot? I don't know. I wouldn't think that steam flowing through there would get to quite this high of a temperature. And of course, she's all burned. Mariela is also burned, I believe. Machinery here is junk. We don't give it a rest. Every so often people get hurt. Okay. We get paid by the day. And she did get hurt as well. So essentially, they can use those machines only for so long every day. If they use them too much, they just break. And if they break, they get hurt. And if they get hurt, they can't earn money. So, and they get paid by the day. So it doesn't matter how much they do per day, they get paid anyway. There is some logic to that. Here's this sleazy dude, Frankie. I still don't know if I like his voice actor. I'm still unsure. I'll have to check out his voice actor real quick, if he's listed. He might be minor enough of a character to not be listed, but... Frankie, he is listed. Mori Kusuo. And that's his only role. Okay. Okay. I wonder why that is. Was he not able to get any other gig after his performance here? Of course, Chise has a heart of gold, we know that. And she doesn't want the mill to be closed because she got close to the people here already. And yeah, mother's surgery is at the end of the month. Chise wants to help. She wants to do her best. But you will blow your cover if you do anything. The princess isn't limited by that, of course. And Ange will never say no to her. So yeah, she just barges in. I think his voice is just mismatched with the character. I think that's it. His voice and the emotion he conveys through the voice is mismatched with the emotion that the character itself conveys. I think that's what irks me about it. Could it be that maybe they couldn't find any voice actor for his role? Or it was a last minute thing, so they just grabbed someone's family member or something to do this voice, and that's why they have no other role anywhere? Or is it a case of this performance tanking this man's career? Or him deciding that he doesn't want to be a voice actor anymore? Interesting. If you know anything about that, do let me know because I'm curious. And she will just buy the meal. That itai, it doesn't fit anything. It's like part of the sentence, not like him screaming in pain. Hmm. Maybe if he got a different role, as a different character, it would have been better, but I don't like this particular performance. I gotta say. As much as I like all other voice actors so far, I don't like this one. I honestly don't think I ever disliked any performance of any voice actor in any anime I've seen. I never felt like the voice was mismatched or the performance was mismatched. I think this might be the first time. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. And of course, Andre jumps in defense of the princess. If she says she's gonna buy the meal, she will buy the meal. And if she doesn't have the money to buy the meal, I will make sure that she does. Whatever princess says goes, and I'll make sure of that. Yeah, princess doesn't have enough money at her disposal. How was she able to acquire the meal, though? Money from Central? Or Command, or whatever they're called? The head of the spy unit. Maybe. Yeah, service those machines, rearrange them. Because Andre has the G-Ball, so rearranging them is no problem. I wonder about those power bells though, and all those hoses and pipes. Wouldn't rearranging those machines also mean that they have to rearrange those belts somehow? Right? Because all those washing machines are connected with belts to the ceiling. If they're connected in one place, then if you move them somewhere else, there might not be a direct connection. But apparently there was. So I don't think we should get, yeah, here they're all skewed and set up into this oval shape. and then they're in equal spaced lines. I guess they might have just straightened them up. That was the extent of it. Yeah, new symbols. Don't eat. Don't something else. I guess don't sit on top. Maybe. Yeah, everything's reconnected. An excellent way to do laundry. Sing. Yeah, as you sing, the time passes faster and it gives a rhythm to your movements. It's a well known trick wherever you work. People at the mine sing, soldiers marching sing to keep the rhythm to their steps. In the laundry, they sing. Yep. And they're done. Just like that. Weeks worth of work in a single day. And the uniforms are being hung up so high up. Okay. If we wash more, we earn more. Yeah. You're gonna wash your clothes. Look, pretty girls are gonna wash our clothes. I want them to wash our clothes, not our usual laundry. What are you, mad? If my clothes get touched by a pretty lady, it's as if that pretty lady touched myself. It's like an indirect kiss, but a touch. I want to experience that. We already have a launderer. Yeah, let's let them wash our clothes. Apparently, their usual launderer. That's a sloppy job as well, so that's all the better. Just immediately ripping off their clothes, throwing them onto the van. Complete disregard for anything else. Yeah, and they got makeup from Dorothy, apparently, yeah. And everybody wants makeup now. The If it's matters of being alluring to men, of manipulating men and being alluring and twisting them around your finger and whatnot, Dorothy. Dorothy is the girl you want to go to, so no wonder they want to learn makeup from her. And Rita got thanks from Marlely. No, not Marlely. Marlely is a person in a Discord server. I mean, no, what's her name? It was right there. Now she's disappeared. Marilla. Yeah, Marilla. Thanks for doing sales, Rita. And she's happy. And so am I. I'm happy for Rita. I want her to be successful. I want her to inherit this laundry one day. I'm invested in her happiness now. Income and expense report for the laundry mill Princess purchased. I guess they did help purchase that laundry mill. That's why they're interested in the income and expenses. Okay, I think I know their archetypes. With this scene, I think I've confirmed their archetypes. This dude here, the blonde military dude, he's a gruff, tough military dude. That's his archetype. He's very pragmatic. He's very no nonsense. Why are they buying a laundry mill if their mission is to catch some murderer? Right? That's him. This lady here, is the actual head of the spies. She's a spy through and through, and that's her approach to everything. This dude, I'll have to do it here. This dude, this fat dude with a monocle or glasses? Neither. I think he does have a monocle. He's the business dude. He does business. He's probably an aristocrat of some description. And of course, we have the leader here. He's the leader. That's his personality. Does he wear a monocle? He does wear a monocle. Okay, and he just, whatever mission requires, it requires. Dorothy D said that it was a necessary measure in continuing the mission, so it was a necessary measure. And I'm guessing the added funds won't hurt, right? If they ever want to purchase something for the sake of their mission, they now have the funds to do so. Here's our dude. They came around collecting laundry, so I gave it for them. So I gave it to them for you. If not for this mistake, not really even a mistake, he didn't make a mistake. He was always doing the laundry himself. It was just someone else acting now and giving his laundry away. If not for this event, he would have gotten away with everything. Unless the girls would have checked every single uniform out there and then started asking about people who might not be giving their uniforms for cleaning. His name would probably have appeared in that case. Yeah, but this made their job much easier. Singing and wearing headbands, having a happy, good old joy time. He's the one. Sneaking around to kill the princess. Apparently, he did hear their conversation, so he had some vague idea that they found out about him. He doesn't necessarily know who they are, but he does know that they found out. So of course he wants to get rid of the obstacle. But not if Chise can help. Yeah? And the knife. If that wasn't the dead giveaway that you're here with malicious intent, the knife says so. Gunshot, Chise of course avoids it, like the badass she is. And deflects other shots with the iron. Of course, Ange won't let Princess get in harm's way. She just swoops in out of nowhere, grabs the princess, and flies off. And he doesn't even know what happened, but it did create a distraction for Chise to jump in. And Marilla witnesses them fight. Yeah, she knows that Chieko is no regular girl. Long live the kingdom. He apparently just decides to poison the entire laundry mill for some reason. I don't know what was his plan here. Like, sure, he would poison everybody here so his secret wouldn't get out, but he would also poison himself. So it wouldn't matter if his secret get out or not, because he wouldn't be able to continue poisoning people. I guess just like a last ditch effort of You'll never get me alive. I'd rather die here poisoned with the rest than be captured. Probably. And I run to the head. This bottle rolls. I honestly thought that Marilla is gonna pick it up, say, I wonder what it is, and open it. And they'd have to bail. And Marilla and the girls would end up fucking dead. Because I wouldn't put it past this anime, to be perfectly honest with you. But no. No. Thankfully, we got a better ending. She didn't touch it. She just slowly stepped away. With Chise saddened at it. And Princess also being sad. They're not coming. It's a rainy day, of course, because it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday, so it has to rain. Yeah, we're leaving. And they get attached. They didn't even say goodbye. They should have. Actually. Actually, they should have. I I honestly think they should have. They should have said goodbye. They should have given them some closure. Because it's less suspicious if you just come in, say, hey, sorry, my grandma on the other end of the country got sick and I need to go to her. Or whatever other bullshit excuse you can think of. Because at least there will be no gossip. Nobody will wonder about anything. If they get asked about, hey, what about those girls who used to work here? They will be able to say something and not, well, they just mysteriously disappeared one day. Mysterious disappearance is much more sus to, I hate myself for using this word, but it is much more sus than leaving for a bullshit reason. I think they should have just gave them some closure. They should have thought of any reason at all. Yeah, I think they made a mistake here by mysteriously disappearing. I don't think it will come back to bite them in the ass. I really don't think so. But they made a mistake nonetheless. Yeah, stay with us forever. Had people quit before. Yeah, I'm sure they have their reasons. But it is odd that they leave without stating one. And of course, Marilla will become the new foreman. Who else? Yeah, if Marilla won't, I will. I'll give everyone 3 lunch breaks. The other says she'll double the pay. Another wants to turn the whole place into a garden, so of course Marilla has to step in and become the foreman. But I won't be as forgiving as Priscilla. And another bond is formed between Marilla and Chieko and Chise. In every episode, we create some sort of a bond. I don't know if it's a running theme of this series, but I like how it's done. I don't really know what's going on in her life, but tell her don't let it beat you. And she wears the headband. Time for the next mission. And that's it. That's the episode. I'm honestly unsure what to say about it. What to talk about in those closing thoughts of mine. Because I don't think I have any closing thoughts. Honestly, everything I wanted to cover was covered during the discussion. Um, we didn't really progress our mission in any significant way. Relationships between characters in our main group didn't really evolve, didn't really progress either. It was just a nice bit of diversion, kind of a very self-contained episode, almost a what's it called? Doesn't matter. Filler, almost filler, but not quite, because it wasn't like a hot springs episode or a beach episode or anything of the sort. I wonder if we're gonna see one. Probably not, but I wonder. Yeah, it wasn't filler, but it wasn't exactly a part of like the main story anyway. Just a nice, self-contained, self-closing episode. That's it really. I don't think any characters that we've seen in this episode will reappear anywhere in the series. I don't think anything that happened in this episode will be relevant to any later episode, especially not seeing how it's apparently mission 16, so fairly late. So I don't think it will have any impact on earlier missions that we will see in later episodes, because that's how this anime is structured. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to look for things to talk about. I guess one thing that you can take out of this episode is that Chie has a heart of gold, and she easily bonds with people, and she doesn't want any harm to be inflicted upon them. She wants to help people, and she's like that. She has honor and empathy and whatnot. I think that's the one and only takeaway from this episode, honestly. It was supposed to be a nice, more light-hearted, killer-ish episode for us to witness Ange as a delinquent. And that was its entire purpose. Okay, now I'm not gonna try to look any deeper into that, but if you looked deeper into that and noticed something, do let me know down in the comments, because I'm curious. Maybe I missed something obvious, maybe I didn't, and it was supposed to be just a filler. That would also kind of explain this one-off voice actor's appearance here, that he was maybe just hired for the filler. I don't know. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you think and what you know about this voice actor down in the comments. What you thought about the story. What you thought about my reaction. Everything down there. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. But tell me why so I can improve. I forgot to mention at the beginning, but you can watch Princess Principal up to 1 week early on my Patreon. Link is down in the description so you can check it out. You can also get access to my Discord server, stuff like that. The standard for reaction channels. Subscribe if you want to be notified of future releases. The button is also down below. And I think that's all calls to action that I wanted to call. So as always, do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Cheers.